May I ask, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I do.
Brandon? Everyone can now be seated. Welcome all. Brandon and Paige waited a little while for this moment. I'm immensely thankful to have the honor and privilege of standing up here alongside you guys today. Grateful to bear witness to this beautiful ceremony and celebration in such a breathtaking location. And thankful to be considered among those you hold dearest and want to share this special day with. When I think about my own wedding, I never fail to be humbled by the realization that we will probably never again in our lives be surrounded with as many people that mean so much to us. Soak it up, revel in the moment, because these faces will share a moment with you today that no one else ever can. And I speak for all of us when I say once more how grateful I am to be here today. When Brandon called and said, "I have a question to ask you about the wedding," I was fully prepared to fulfill my duty as an usher and would have been very grateful to do so. When he instead asked me if I would officiate the wedding, my mind raced a million miles an hour, and for potentially the first time ever, I was left without much to say. Knowing Brandon as long as I have, and being able to get a glimpse into the beautiful soul that is Paige over the last few years, I say with full sincerity that there are very few moments in my life that I am more grateful for than the one that you've given me today. As we talked about your expectations for today, we kept unintentionally coming back to a single word: adventure. As a verb, it means to engage in hazardous and exciting activity, especially the exploration of unknown territory. And that's obviously all too appropriate. Your relationship, your interests, your passions have all hinged on that central theme. Even your introduction in the modern age of online dating. Whether it's a Breckenridge slope that left you speechless, a Tanzanian mountain you're yet to climb, a cross-country move you jumped at the opportunity to make, a shy moose that stole your hearts, or a union that will inevitably bring with it one unexpected turn after another, a sense of adventure flows through each of you. That, in a nutshell, is marriage. It's no ball and chain, like people joke, but rather the most gorgeous pair of wings. Wings that let you experience heights you would have never reached alone, in a lifelong adventure that would have never been as satisfying without each other. And at this time, we'll have a reading from Paige's friend, Kelly McBrayer.
Love is friendship caught fire. It is quiet, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weaknesses. Love is content with the present, hopes for the future, and does not brood over the past. It is the day in and day out chronicles of irritations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories, and working toward common goals. If you have love in your life, it can make up for a great many things you lack. If you do not have it, no matter what else there is, it is not enough.
Brandon and Paige have written their own vows today, and at this time we're going to let them share those. Brandon, would you like to go first?
Oh boy. Page Tyne. Not a day goes by that I don't think about our first day together. Just give me a moment, please. Driving in a thunderstorm, dodging down trees in the road, drinking white wine by the lantern because the power was out. From that moment, I knew in my heart there was something so special about you that I couldn't let it go. Throughout our almost 6 years together, we've gone on so many adventures. From down deep in the Grand Canyon to the top of Mount Elbert, I've cherished every moment, and I am so excited to see where the rest of our travels lead. We have dreams taller than Everest, and I cannot imagine experiencing them without you. I cannot deliver this message without devoting part of it to our sweet boy Moose. Gonna get through this, I promise. I so wish she was here as the ring bearer because, gosh dang it, of the ever important role he has played in our lives. Ever since that day that our shy boy arrived at our home, cowering under the kitchen table, he put an imprint on our heart and soul that will never be erased. You better do better than I. Paige, it is my vow to love you, honor you and your family, and provide for you and Moose. You're my everything, and I'm so thankful every day that you came into my life and shaped me for the man I am today. Wow.
You did great.
No.
Paige.
Brandon Todd Money, 2,180 days ago, on the day we met, I would have never imagined that we would end up standing on top of a mountain in Vail, Colorado, you in a navy suit and me in a white dress. But one of my predictions from that very first day did come true. I thought I would either marry you or would never hear from you again. And then, the very next day, you invited yourself over for dinner. So I guess the rest was history. You came into my life at a time I didn't know I needed you. And to say my life has changed directions, or even to say that my life has changed for the better, would be a tremendous understatement. Brandon, because of you, my world has grown larger. You've opened my eyes to new adventure. You've opened my heart to new joy. You've motivated me to challenge myself and made me realize my full potential. You've encouraged me and taught me not to be afraid. You help me see the light when I get lost in the details. What more could I ask for in a partner than someone who makes me the best version of myself? Brandon, you're the most persistent human being that I've ever met. If there's something you truly want, you find a way to make it happen. Whether that be your dream career, going to an Avalanche hockey game during our wedding week, or the early days of our relationship. I've never seen an obstacle that you haven't worked hard to overcome. You're passionate. Your energy and your enthusiasm are incomparable. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and you love without reservation. You're loyal. You put your friends, your family, Moose and I first, and you take care of the people in your life who matter most to you. Your persistence, your passion, and your loyalty have helped us to weather so many storms already, and will be the pillars we lean on to navigate the mountains ahead. Today, I choose you to be my husband. And as I become your wife, I make these vows to you. I promise to put us first. I promise to be your partner in all of life's adventures. I promise to laugh with you in times of joy, care for you when you're sick, and carry your worries when you're upset. I promise to encourage you and support your dreams as my own. I promise to stand beside you through the challenges and celebrate with you on the achievements. I promise to climb the literal and figurative mountains by your side, and I promise to love you for all of my days.
Josh, may we have the rings? I've never given much thought until earlier today to the history of the why behind the tradition of rings. So like the rest of us, when I don't know the answer to something, I went to Google. Supposedly, ancient Egyptians started the tradition with bands of braided reeds. They chose the fourth finger of the left hand because they believed a vein of love ran directly from that finger to the heart. Most commonly known, they also believed in the power of the endless circle and the promise of forever that came along with that never-ending loop. I don't know how much of that is actually true, but I'm 100% bought into the sentiment. Today, we exchange these rings as a symbol of your never-ending love. Brandon, I'm going to give that to you. Brandon, repeat after me. This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
I offer you all that I have,
I offer you all that I have,
all that I am,
all that I am,
and all that I will be.
and all that I will be. Do
Please place that ring on Paige's left finger.
you want me to say that too?
No, go ahead. Just put that on the finger. You can skip that part. Paige, repeat after me. This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
I offer you all that I have,
I offer you all that I have,
all that I am,
all that I am,
and all that I will be.
and all that I will be.
Please place that ring on Brandon's finger.
Not coming off. Oh man.
There's a vein of love that runs through all the fingers. Pick whichever one the vein can run from. There we go. I almost, lost in your vows, I almost skipped a very important part here. Brandon, do you freely and without reservation affirm that it is your intention to be married here today? If so, please answer, I do.
I do.
Paige, do you freely and without reservation, or at least with very few reservations, affirm that it is your intention to be married here today? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Your marriage may begin today, but this union you're entering into will grow and evolve countless times in the decades to come. Your love will be tested, it will be challenged, it will become something far different than the feelings you're experiencing right now. But with each milestone of life and each challenge you overcome together, those adventures will mold and strengthen your marriage into something even more staggeringly beautiful than what it is today. When the pressures of life weigh heavy on you and make you feel like you're ready to crack, lean into each other and let something even more stunning emerge. Trust that together the bond you share is so strong that no one and no thing can fracture this foundation you've built. And when you're not sure about the next step, when you can't reach the next ledge, when the slope looks to be a little bit more than you can do alone, remember that sense of adventure you share also means never facing those moments by yourself. On occasion, on the other side of that daunting obstacle, you might just find some bighorn sheep ready to congratulate you for a job well done. And sometimes it'll just be a glass of wine, a popcorn bucket, and a movie you've been wanting to watch on Netflix on a couch cushion perfectly fit for two. It is my absolute honor and privilege to announce you husband and wife. So Brandon, please do everyone here a massive favor and kiss your bride. And for the very first time ever, please allow me the honor of introducing you to Dr. and Mrs. Brandon Money.
You done me, but I loved it. Tried to be sure, but you're